Lewis, back in the starting lineup tonight, captain the side, and great winning the Carabao Cup to get through to the third round. Good evening for you.
Yeah, great evening. Got the result, which was the main thing, getting into the next round. Obviously my first start, I played in the last round, but my first 90 minutes, and to lead the boys out, it was an honour. So yeah, we worked hard, tirelessly throughout. We got our goal, which came from our game plan, which was to sort of sit in a little bit and then press them when we could get after them, and it came off. We played some good football throughout. Obviously the second half changed round a little bit, and they sort of went a bit gung-ho and threw players forward, and we dealt with it. And I think that's what we're built on, is a solid base, and then we move forward from there, and we managed to do that today and hold on to the 1-0.
Did you feel under pressure in the second half? The ball did appear to be coming into the penalty area quite a lot.
Yeah, of course you're going to get pressure when you come to places like this, no matter if it's a cup game, a league game, the crowd get up, and you've got to deal with it. And we rode our luck at times. They hit the post a few times. They had a few crosses across the face of our goal and things like that. But at the end of the day, the main thing is it's a cup, and getting through to the next round is the main thing. And then the performance, everyone worked so hard to get over the line, and we managed to do it in the end.
And from your point of view, back in the starting lineup tonight, it's been a frustrating time for the last few months. How does it feel now to be back in playing a full 90 minutes?
It's been a lot longer than I thought it would be, to be honest. Obviously, when I got the diagnosis back in January, February sort of time, I didn't realise how long it would take, and I've worked tirelessly throughout the summer, off season. Obviously, I've been working my way back in of late, but it's been a long, hard journey. I mean, it's not just the not playing side of things and the not being able to train, and that, it's the mental side of it as well. And it's my first long-term injury that I've had throughout my career, so at times it was tough to deal with. But like I say, I've got the boys around me, the gaffer, and everyone's shown support throughout. So I can't fault or can't speak highly enough of everyone that's been around me throughout the time. And tonight was just a bit of icing on the cake, really, with the performance, and then getting a clean sheet as well.
And stint at left back in the last 10 or 15 minutes, was that in the script?
No, it wasn't in the script, but when the gaffer asks you to play somewhere, and you just got to do a job, especially when we're under the cosh and we're trying to defend the 1-0 away from home. He had no other options, and he just said, "Lou, you got to play there," and yeah, it's what it is. You just got to deal with it at the time and get on with it.
And the 7 minutes of stoppage time, quite impressive the way we managed that. Given we've had sort of Barrow Newport problems in the last 20 minutes, seeing out the game was important tonight.
Yeah, it was important, but we've got an experienced squad. I mean, we've brought in league experience. We've played hundreds of games in the football league, and times like this, when you come away to places like that, like today, it's priceless, really. Keeping the ball in the corner for 2 or 3 minutes, running the clock down. I mean, it's hard to run the clock down nowadays with what's going on with the added time and stuff like that. But we managed the game. We dug in when we had to. We took our chance, and hopefully we can build on that now and take it into Saturday.
And after the last 4 games ending in defeats, must be a real boost to have come out on the right side of one today and picked up the whole squad.
Of course. I mean, it's been tough the last few weeks. Being in games throughout the time that we've been we've been in all 4 games up until late on, really, and the boys have. It's been a tough period. Like, it's a new squad. I mean, there's 6, 7, 8, 9 new players, maybe even more, and it's just getting to grips with how we do things here, and the boys have been working tirelessly throughout pre-season and the first 4 games. So I can't fault their effort or anyone's performances, because it's, at the end of the day, we're a new squad, and we're getting used to the way the gaffer wants us to play. I mean, the ones that have been here for a few years now, we know what the gaffer expects of us. So it's the new boys obviously getting to grips with that. That's the main thing, and I think tonight showed what we're about. I mean, we played some lovely football in the first half, and we was able to get on the ball and like I said, we took our chance when it come. Maybe could have nicked one more. Rosie stood up to some of their shots and dealt with them, and we've managed to defend our box well and come out on top tonight.
And important now to follow it up in the league on Saturday at home to Forest Green.
Yeah, of course, the league's our bread and butter. We know where we want to be come the end of the season, and we've had a tricky start with some long travels. 5 games in the space of 2 weeks or 3 weeks, whatever it is. I mean, it is ridiculous, really, so early on in the season, but The boys have dug in, and we'll go again Saturday. No one shies away from playing. If your name's called, if your number's called, then you're up. You've got to take the opportunity, and you can't rest on the wicket really. We've got to leave today behind and move on to Saturday, because that is our bread and butter.
But before we leave today behind, draw for the third round tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Do you give yourself as a Matt? Do you give yourself 24 hours of dreaming of walking out of Old
Yeah,
Trafford?
of course. I mean,
Liverpool
we're in the
or
morning,
Anfield or
so
something
we're in the morning, so we'll all have our chats in the morning about who we want to get and all that sort of stuff. But it's a cup competition. You can draw anyone, and hopefully we do get a decent draw. I think it's deserved. The last season and the season before, especially when we missed out on the playoffs, and there's a group of boys here that deserve a big day out, and hopefully we get a good draw.
Brilliant. It was great to see you back, Louis. Well done tonight.
Thank you.
And
Cheers.
see you on Saturday.
Cheers.
Cheers.